Welcome to Behind the Veil. I'm Daphne. I will be your host and guide through the journey of weddings, faith, and marriage. Get ready to go behind the veil. Today's episode is part of our Wedding Vendor Insight, where I sit down with industry professionals to look into lessons and perspectives that couples don't often get to hear or see. So today I'm joined by MC Crespo. Welcome to Behind the Veil, MC Crespo.
Hi, Heidi. I've been looking forward. I'm good. Just looking forward to this interview and just informal conversation, just to contribute my quota to what you do here. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
It's just a privilege
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to hearing all the lessons that you have to share with couples. But before we get into any of those lessons, right, you've been in the wedding industry for over a decade, right? Yeah. So I want to hear about how you got into this role and what that journey has been like over the past 11 years. All
right, so I would say that the journey has been an interesting one, to be honest. Yeah. I would just describe it as one that has been a gradual growth and a continuous learning. Yeah. Over the past 11 years, things has changed regarding the way we do things. Yeah. All right. So I started way back in Ghana. Okay. So started doing local events. But naturally I think it's an endowment. Like that's what I tell people. Because right from primary school, I was used to hosting our school events and those stuff. So you could see that it was there. When I go to church, I always wanted to recite the Bible quotation. And so I've been a people's person. So we started from local, went to regional, and then we went to doing national events. And then after uni in Ghana, we just decided to go. But the target has always been to go international. And then with hard work and God's grace, I think I've just gotten there. It took a long time, but
I can imagine.
God has made it possible after a decade. So it's been 11 years journey. That's what I would say.
Okay, so you're saying like from when you were younger, you could see that you were very much into emceeing, being part of events and all of that. How did your parents take to that? I know you come from an African background, you're Ghanaian, right?
Yes.
How was that?
So the whole thing is my mom, something is very, very funny. Now my mom asks me, okay, so where are you going next week? That kind of thing. But I remember the same woman didn't want me to get into media or even doing events because I was in a business school at the uni level. So she thought I wasn't going to study and then still do this because every day all that she could see was me on TV, me on radio, me here doing this. So I was doing that whilst I was in school. Yeah. All right. It was, when you have passion for something, it's you cannot abandon it. You cannot abandon it. So my mom didn't really like it from the onset, but I think now she really likes it. Yeah, especially when I gave her what she wants, which is going to school, get back, all the degrees. And then after that, being able to do something with it and then to discover myself as well. I think she's proud of me now. That's what I would say.
I love that. How did you then, you said you were doing kind of loads of different events.
Yes.
How did you then choose to go to the wedding industry? What drew you there?
To be honest, it's money. I wouldn't want to lie. Yeah. And even before the MCing, I was a spoken word artist. Okay. I have more than 100 poems. I made headlines in the graphic. I did South Africa conference. I used to perform, rehearse. I can perform even most of my pieces, even after now. But I realized that at one point, it wasn't fetching money than the MCing. That was in Ghana. So I was like, okay, fine. Now, let me focus on that. But then I thought I was so good with the spoken word. But when I started doing events, I could see that I was even extra when it comes to hosting events and then being the life of a party. So I decided that, okay, fine, let me focus more on that. And so gradually that talent faded and then MC took over. Yes, so that is it.
All right, so for those that are planning weddings, right? I think we all have kind of like an idea of what we think the role of an MC is supposed to be. You pick up a mic and you're supposed to entertain people, make sure that people are laughing, people are having a good time. But can you go more in depth in terms of like what you do as an MC? What is your role?
To be honest, it goes beyond that. Before, like I told you, this thing has changed over the years. 10 years ago, I remember that people booked me will book you if you are able to raise money for them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So in Africa, like if my phone, maybe later I'll show you. Those days, my first event, it was my ability to get people to buy balloons at wedding. Anybody who grew up in Africa would know that clients will tell you, MC, in our local language, MC, so it was more of your ability to raise money for the couple 10 years ago when I started.
So wait, when you say raise money for the couple, so people are coming to the wedding, and they want to get money from.
Okay, so the guests that were coming, you have to find a strategy to make sure that by the time the event is over, you'll be able to raise enough money for the couple. And so what we used to do is strategy. So sell balloons, you invite guests to come and just pop the balloons, or sell champagne. I have pictures of me doing all that. Yes. So I think as time went on, and then people begin to just understand that this one is more of like you are forcing people to give you money. And so it changed. Then it got to a point in time where MCing was how eloquent you are, how your ability to use big English and so those things. I will learn the dictionary, learn big words just to impress. You were judged by your ability to use certain words, and they would say, hey, Charlie, the guy is good though. That was how it was. And then it switched to vibe, which it has been what is actually keeping it, because now people look at your energy level. And then that is what they used to book you. So over the last decade, it has changed. And then all the time, you need to strategize and then know what the client wants, and then you do that for them.
Okay.
But the whole thing is, it all has to do with what the client wants.
Okay. Yeah.
So even though people see us taking the microphone and everything, which is just everything that people know, but behind the scene, the work that goes into it. Clearly, for now, I can tell you for a fact that it will be difficult for my event to flop. The reason being that I would make sure that we do the homework. But not everybody can do that. The reason being that before, if you are an upcoming MC, you don't have the leverage. You cannot tell a client that is rather giving you money that, okay, if you want me to do it, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do that? It was difficult at the beginning because you want to grow. And so once we book you, you just come. But now, every client watching me now know that they went through at least a minimum of 2 Zoom meetings. You have to. They receive a template where you need to, it's going to take an hour for we to go through everything to understand your concept and inspiration. And then on the day, what you saw me do there was something that they wanted. Even though it doesn't sit well with you, we've sat down. We've had meetings, and so me talking on that day is just a part of it. That's not all.
So the meetings that you have, obviously, I don't want you to give us all of your tips or whatever. But like, what information are you extracting from the couple? Is it, what kind of vibe are you looking for your wedding? What is it that you're kind of getting?
Okay, so clearly I take everything line by line. So even for entrances, I recommend different entrances. And I am going to tell you that, and even before that, I've even gone to your page. I know your friends. I know your personality. I've gone to your Instagram. I know how, I've watched a few videos of you going out, the kind of people you hang around with.
Fair enough.
To decide that if a concept is not working for you, I'm going to tell you, this won't work for you. But then I always end with one phrase. However, if this is what you want, I will do it for you. And I make sure it's being recorded.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. So a couple books you, right? And let's say I book you, for example, my wedding is coming up. All right. How do you go about finding out what my vibe is, or what, in terms of when you say concept for your wedding, can you just explain a little?
All right. Okay. So once you start talking to the person, they are usually looking for, once we start talking, you clearly understand whether the person is looking for a more comical event, or the person wants a lit event. And then usually anybody entering my DM or sending me that email probably had, like, he or she has seen me before.
Yeah.
So I do ask, okay, is there a particular wedding that you met? Somebody will come and tell you that, oh, I want my wedding to look like this person's wedding. How you did this here.
Yeah.
So from there, that's when I'm coming to tell you that, okay, now let's get to the drawing board. You want this one, okay? Yeah. This one was possible because they had a Gen Z guest. Are you having a Gen Z guest?
Okay.
This happened because the bridal party, there were 3 people that were dancers. And so I built the concept around them. Okay. Can you also make sure that you have at least dancers
yeah.
Like in your bridal party?
Yeah.
So these are things that these questions will help me know that, okay, fine. Because if you are young, you can get some young people.
Yeah.
And then their guests are above age 50. Clearly, I'm telling you, you know what? Yeah. If you need a live band.
Yeah.
Because you have 60% of them above age 50. Yeah. Because your mother and your aunties took over your wedding. And so if you give them only live band, it's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Now, these are things that I would tell you. Sometimes they have the resources to get it, sometimes they don't have. But then once I have it on record that I make that recommendation, that's it.
Fab. So I know that for weddings, obviously I've planned my own wedding, and I remember like the thing that kept my head going around was, okay, what am I going to wear? How am I going to look? All of those things. And I think we put those things at the very forefront. What would you say to couples that are planning their wedding in terms of some of the things that they have to consider aside from like their outfits, their looks and all of those things from an MC perspective? Yeah,
from an MC's perspective, you need to, like I said, let's go back to what we said earlier on. It's just the inspiration and understanding your guest demographics. All right. These are things that you need to put into consideration for a better experience. Yeah. You understand? Because let's look at, you are a Christian bride. Yeah. Right from day one, you don't want Afrobeat to be played at your wedding. So right from day one, don't be inviting people that loves Afrobeat. You need to invite people that think and behave like you. If not, you are just going to ruin your own day.
That's a very interesting perspective.
Now, because the truth of the matter, I've seen it before, where I told them, I said, you know what? People are there to have fun. In their mind, they are coming to your wedding to come and have fun. And then they got there, the DJ start playing only gospel music, which they don't behave like you. You have accepted that certain music, it's something that you don't want. However, you are having friends that wants to vibe to everything. And so clearly, you've got something wrong there. As an MC, do you know what I do now?
What?
I will need to make sure that the guest understands that this is the concept you want. Because once I enter a venue now, you see one guest to say, oh, MC Crespo is you. Oh, then today here will be fun. And on paper, I know this is not going to be fun.
Wow.
You understand? I know it's not going to be fun because I know the music that you are going to hear, these are not the music that you were expecting.
And but I guess gospel music can also be fun. I've seen that you've done a wedding where it was like gospel music.
Yeah, because, like I said, I've gone to the drawing board. I've told them what to do, even the selection process. I can tell you for a fact that sometimes I play role. I'm the reason why some of you didn't get invitation to a particular wedding.
Oh, God.
Yes. Because right now, what I've been able to do is that most of my clients, they actually trust my judgment. And so for the bridal party, if you want a lit entrance, I can tell you that please don't allow any boring person to be part. And funny enough, I just say it joking, and they will do it.
They will do it, yeah.
So that is the kind of influence I have now. But then, because I've seen that too, I'm trying to be a little bit laid back now. Because now, when I see something they want to do, even if it's not something that they want. But the long and short of it is that you, as a person right from day one, think about yourself, look at yourself, your personality, and then you base on that one to decide on certain things that you are doing. If you have classy friends, then on the night you need to include things like ballerinas, jazz music, even the atmosphere, the environment. Because you have a posh friends, and so you know their taste. If you want to sell something classy, it means you need to be coming out with the dress code, the atmosphere, the ambience.
Essentially know yourself and know the things that
exactly
make sense for you
and your
build build
exactly.
your experience, that whole experience around
exactly.
that. I love that. So when it comes to like working with an MC, whether it be yourself or any MC, at what point would you tell the couple to start looking at booking an MC, and how involved or how early will your involvement be in the process?
So there are certain months, like let me just chip this one in. If you've invested so much and you want a top tier MC, you shouldn't wait till the 11th hour to book them, because then by the time you are ready, they are fully booked. Okay. 2, you need to understand what you want. Even me, what I try to do is that once I read your email, I don't like to be selfish. I could tell that this is an event I don't want to do. Yes, because the email was given funny, tell jokes, humor, and I've built my brand based on vibe. I can be very funny, but I don't want to tell more than 2 or 3 jokes at a wedding. To me, it's not a comedy show. So if you want an MC who is funny, because that's what your guests will like, I normally respond with, okay, you know what? I know a friend, and yes, I always do that, because in my mind, it doesn't fit my profile. So why do I force myself to go and create jokes that will not be funny?
And it's better for the couple, because I think when it comes to booking vendors, it makes sense to find a vendor that fits the vibe that you're looking for. So there's no point in, also as vendors, I think that's one thing that couples probably don't even understand, that sometimes you may be looking to book a particular vendor. Even myself, I have a selection process. Even when I go through my consultations, I'm like, is this a wedding that I see myself doing? So we have those processes that they may not necessarily know. So even when you're reaching out to vendors, it's important for you to know that, okay, is this vendor going to be the one for me? Do we vibe? So it makes sense. So for you, what would you say in terms of, is it 6 months, 12 months? In terms of maybe your booking and how booked up you get.
Yes. What would you recommend? So to me, I think if you reach out to me 6 months, because what I've realized that like before 2023, I could see that my clients were not prepared by the time it was on the wedding day. And so the results, when I just oppose it with now, I can see the difference in the quality of projects I've done, because most of them now, they reach out to me a year ahead. If I take my phone and show you that some people are even in 2028, it will shock you. But those are the clients that I'm attracting now, and it's making the job more easier. Because if I actually have a meeting with you, we had a meeting this year, and your wedding is 2027. Clearly, you had enough time to do certain things that you cannot do if you have 3 months. Because I'm going to recommend things like rehearsal. I want you to be creative. I want to do more creative style of wedding of late. And so I give them a little bit of pressure to rehearse their entrances. First dance was something that I could see that people didn't know how to do first dance. Now, I tell you, I send you videos, because you need to learn the movement, the hand gesture, the connection, the eye contact, especially for the first song, where we have all the sparkles, the smoke and everything. If you don't rehearse, you're going to look like, sorry to say, I don't want to give any example, the violence in me wants to come out, but let me just save it there.
Okay, fine. So I think obviously you're talking within your mind, you have a certain caliber of client or weddings that you want to do. Now, what I would ask is what makes a really good wedding from your perspective as an MC, or what is the best type of client for MCs?
To be honest, the client that looks prepared, when I say preparation in terms of everything, there are 2 types of clients. There's this type that thinks, okay, fine, me putting vendors together, it's all right, everything will fall in its place on the day. And then we have another client that wants to ask every simple question. Like they go into details, they are involved, they are very intentional. I like clients that likes to worry me.
Okay.
When you tell me come and do just make it fun. Nah, then I see that there's something wrong here. So such a person, I need to find a way to message you all the time, text you all the time. Have you done this? Because I could clearly see from the onset that you're not too excited about what you're about to do. Yeah. You only have the resources, but you're not into it. But then there's this client that will tell you, oh, MC, how's this thing going to look like? How's the entrance? And then I'll send them videos of what I've done, and I'll say, okay, this person did this way. This is how they did it. Yeah. So you can decide which one you want. Then they will get back to you. MC, we've selected these songs for our entrances. What do you think about them? And then I'll say that, okay, fine, let's change the arrangement. Okay, get the DJ to do an already mix for that. Because this one, if you pause it and then you have to play a second, so the transition wouldn't be good. Yeah. So clearly, I like clients that are ready to be part of the whole planning process.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Not the one that because you've paid me and then because you think I am good, you leave me just to show up on the day and then create something nice for you.
Yeah. I think there's that understanding that the excellence comes with us working together to be able to figure out. Yeah. So the final product that you see is because we've been doing a lot of work
behind the scenes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then even before the day, I see them as my sister, like the bride as my sister. Yeah. So that's why usually some of them will tell, oh, can you come to my hotel? When you see me at a client's hotel, I didn't go there alone. Yeah. They invited me there. Okay. Because most of them, they feel comfortable when they see you, especially they know that, oh, Crespo wouldn't keep quiet when he sees these things like this. So I would want him around just to come and look at something. So sometimes I try to book a hotel closer to where my client is. Okay. Just in the morning, just to go and say hello, hi, for you to be comfortable. Yeah. Especially when they see you flying around. I know they are scared. They are thinking, hey this guy is going to be at my wedding. So in the morning, I try to make sure that deliberately try to show myself so that you'll be calm down. Okay, fine. The guy is in the country. Yeah. So on the day, you will see me. That's why I like writing down my story that on the day, because everything is being planned ahead. But not to deviate from your question, the whole thing is that there are certain clients that you could see that they trust your brand. Yeah. There are certain emails when I read it, I want to even in fact, I just can't wait for the day to come. Yeah. You could see that such a person loves you, loves your work. They followed you even before they even pay you. Yeah. The kind of, which gives pressure a little bit. Yeah. Because they...
it does.
Because of, oh, I've seen your work, you're amazing, and I can't wait to have you. I saw you here, and I know you're going to... Yeah. You've already given me pressure to work. So I love those clients that really appreciate our work. If you don't know me, then you come, then the question becomes too much. Oh, can you do this? Can you send me videos of it? Then I'll be like, oh, the person doesn't know me.
Okay, so you're basically recommending that. No, I hear what you're saying, because also when I get certain DMs or emails and they're like, oh, can you show me your portfolio? Like, you've skipped so many different... There's the website, there's the Instagram, there's the TikTok. And so you haven't done your research to even come and approach. So I think... Yeah, it's one thing that clients should know is do your research before you reach out to vendors.
Yes.
So that
it's very important.
Yeah, so that they can see, okay, they've done their research and we can see how we can work together. So for those who are planning weddings and they're like, okay, I've got a list of people that I want to book, make sure to do your research.
Yes, exactly.
Make sure to do your research.
That's the truth.
So in terms of let's look at, I guess, this myth, if you would. The more money a client has, the better the wedding will be, or the less money they have, the worse their wedding would be. What do you think of that in terms of like even guest experience? Has that been true for you? The more money a client has?
No, so I don't believe in that, because I've seen a wedding where so much was spent, but it didn't come out good, than a wedding where if I compare to that wedding in terms of budget, they were no near them. What happened is that the truth is that when you're having the resources and you have a good team, then clearly the money will talk. Yeah. Because you could see that apart from the money, you had professionals on board putting the money into good use.
Yeah.
So if you have the money and the budget, and then you don't have, let's say, a planner, professional planner, trying to tackle every aspect, you could realize that when somebody's having money and having a good team, you could see the results in terms of the catering, the entertainment, the venue, the decor. Everything looks on point.
Yeah.
You understand? And then with the ones where the budget wasn't enough, you could see that certain aspects didn't actually go on well. Of course, money fixes a lot of things. You understand? And we cannot run away from that. But I think just having the money alone cannot give you a successful wedding. The money should be put into good use. And how do you do that? Finding the right team.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the Galacticos, if you watch football a little bit. Madrid having superstars.
Yeah, I don't know anything about football.
Yes. So having a coach that can make sure that the Mbappes and the Vinicius Juniors are actually on top of their game.
Yeah.
But if you have those stars and you don't have a strategy, then that's what I'm just going to say. That's my opinion with regards to that one.
In terms of, you've mentioned other vendors, like, would you recommend like couples having a planner, or what has been your experience when there's been a planner, when there hasn't been a planner, and how has that affected you as an MC?
Yes, when it has an effect, when you want something so nice, and then you know yourself that you've not done this thing before. You don't have so much insight into wedding planning. It's different from putting vendors together. It goes beyond that. Yeah. There is an emotional, physical, even spiritual aspect of it. There are certain things that one day I told one client that, do you have a planner? Oh, no. I did everything myself. Do you have a coordinator? Oh, my sister will do it for me. And I said, okay, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Right now, if there is a shortage of chairs, who is your sister going to call? Yeah. I don't know. So that is the difference between the professional. Yeah. Because if you ask me right now, if I can get somebody who is going to do a cake for you in less than 2 hours, just by looking on my phone, I can get a DJ. If your DJ doesn't show up, I can call at least 5 DJs that will be willing to come to your house right now and play for you. We can put that to test. Yes. So that is the difference between having professionals on board to step in. Fine, you are saving costs. Yeah. But it can cost you more. You're saving money, but it can cost you more. Yeah. And there was an incident that happened. And I know that definitely if there was a planner, it wouldn't have gotten to that level. Yeah. Because these Arab halls or Asian halls, they will keep quiet. They ask you, how many guests are you having? You said 250. And you know Africans, we think we are very smart. And then on the day, we know for sure that our guest count is more than 250. Yeah. Now that wedding, what happened was they kept quiet. On the day, over 400 people showed up. When I took the microphone to do my intro and everything, the venue manager came and said, there's a lot of people here. This is not what they told us that we're going to do. Yeah. So unless the guests, everybody, the overflow leaves, we can start the event.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Now, this could have been avoided if I was their planner. Because I know these people. You use the experience to do certain things and tell them that. And then you end up paying more because for the program to continue, they took them another 1,000 just to allow the people to stay. But with the same money, you could have gotten it a little bit cheaper. Yeah. But you were trying to cut down cost, I would say. Yeah. But now you've paid more.
You've paid more. In that instance, in that example, did they tell you what the actual numbers of people was going to be?
I remember that they told me it was 250.
250 as well.
Yeah, 250. Yeah. And then they had bouncers. Even the 400 that were in here, a lot of people still wanted to come in. So that was the day that I did magic.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's definitely going straight into my book. I don't know how. Funny enough, that wedding, I would say, is also one of my best weddings that I did.
Okay.
Despite we only had 3 hours. So by the time we up and down, who would pay, who wouldn't pay, and when you're dealing with a professional, and there is any problem, I'll use my money to pay and later take it from the client.
Oh.
Rather than even telling you.
Really?
Yes.
Is that not risky? Because I've heard of people doing that, and the client would say, I didn't ask you to do that.
Okay, no, before you do that, you have a meeting with a client. Okay? That, hello, madam, event is something like a live production. Anything can happen. In a case where things like this, things go south, are you okay for me to use my money to finance it, get receipts, and later pay me off?
So this is something you do beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
And all these discussions, like I'm telling you for a fact, my meetings are being recorded.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And your clients know that?
Oh, yeah. You have to know.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know it's being recorded. Because we are talking business.
Fair
you
enough.
Understand? You're talking business. And no, I don't record them not because I think maybe something will happen. It's just for me to go back and listen to what we discussed. Because I'm dealing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to do this, because I have the belief that on the day, don't worry your clients.
Yeah. No,
Fix certain things.
Yeah.
And then later, if they are not going to give it to you, so be at the end of the day, you've put up a very successful event.
Yeah.
You've prevented the chaos. You've prevented the embarrassment that would have happened. So if I did this to save your event and you're not going to give me my money, I think...
Yeah, it speaks more of your character than anything.
Yes.
No, I think that's good. In terms of, again, vendors and yourself as an MC, who do you work closely with, you would say, in terms of like other vendors as part of?
So my job cannot be complete, or I cannot do an excellent job without the DJ and then the coordinator. So I always tell my coordinator they are my bosses. If you speak to them, I'll always say that. And then I'll tell you that just tell me what to do. Because at the end of the day, I will be marked differently on how I was able to bring life to the event. Yeah. You will be marked from how you were able to coordinate the event.
Yeah.
You understand? At the end of the day, they will say the MC was good, but the coordinator was terrible. This thing had to delay, and all those shoots had to be delayed, and those things. So, two people that I don't joke with, that I will make sure that now you have it. Or usually, sometimes I will find a way not to come. Yes.
If like, you don't have them.
Oh, no, because you'll be stressed.
Yeah.
Before I used to do, it's like I'm the MC, but on the day I get there and I'm doing a coordination.
Yeah.
No.
No, I hear that.
You need that. You have to. Even if you're not having a planner, please have a coordinator.
I always, shout this.
And then even coordinator, it depends on the number of guests. For anything more than 300, you need a lead coordinator and supporting coordinators.
Yeah.
And even you need ushers as well.
Yeah. It's a whole production, like you're saying, isn't it? Like, I think that's one thing that people often don't understand.
Yeah.
It's a whole production, and you're putting a lot of money into the day. So it has to run well. And for it to run well, you may have to bring more than who you think you would need. Yeah, I think it's really, really interesting. So in your 11 years of doing wedding emceeing, what are some of the things that you've seen that has made weddings not go so well for couples? Just like maybe a list of things so that people can take note and be like, okay, maybe I should be mindful of this. Yeah,
it didn't go well for one, I would say the preparation.
Yeah.
And then the clarity too. Sometimes budget. Because I know people that would love to do their weddings again.
Yeah.
But at the time when they first, I spoke to them, I told them that you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. They didn't want to do. Okay. But the 11th hour when they wanted it, it was too late.
Yeah.
There are certain things that, as a person, whether I know you, I wouldn't know. There are areas where I would want you to put the money into. Something like a backdrop. You can never go wrong with your backdrop.
Yeah.
You understand?
Nice. Yeah, for the pictures.
And for the pictures and stuff, even if it's expensive. And there are certain things like, let's say, the dance floor.
Yes,
the dance floor.
Yes.
It's either you go for the best or don't do it
don't
at
do
all.
One. Fair enough.
You understand? Yeah. These are things. And then 2, and the 4th point will be not knowing what they want.
Okay.
You could see people changing things
as they go.
So initially they wanted to do trad and reception. Later they wanted to do white and reception. Then they want to do 3-in-1. But I will say this, even though I'm working on projects like that, 3-in-1 is always dangerous.
What's 3-in-1?
Okay, so 3-in-1 is doing traditional in the morning.
Yeah.
Then you do ceremony.
Oh, and then
you do the reception.
Okay, yeah. Those are stressful days.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you take 90%, it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go.
Oh, that's high.
It's a whole topic.
Yeah.
And then you've saved money, but usually don't expect a very lit wedding for 3-in-1.
Let's talk more about that. What's wrong with the?
Okay.
Because I know people are trying. They think they're trying to save money, but I'm of the same mind because you think you're saving money, but it's not. It's not.
Okay, so I have a strategy now and even despite that strategy, it will still not be the same as somebody who did white and reception.
Yeah.
Now, so for the last 2 years, I've introduced, I think this one was already there, the 8 o'clock guest.
Okay, yeah.
So what you try to do is that if you're doing trad, ceremony and then reception, usually trad is beautiful when you have most of your aunties and people in their traditional way.
Yeah, the family.
And so if you have, let's say, 400 guests, I will just ask you to invite 150.
Okay.
For just the trad.
The trad, yeah.
The rest of your guests should come from the ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, even at the reception, people that you initially didn't want to invite, or there were no space, or because of that you didn't invite them, just give them that option to come from 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. Evening guests.
Evening guests as well. Yeah. When you do that, there's a new sort of energy that is coming from, and I like to say this, like, our people, once they sit at a place for more than 5 hours, they get tired.
Yeah.
Especially when you are not moving them. So this thing works when you are doing a 3-in-1, but then you are moving from one room to another. That one, it works sometimes. Okay. But if you're going to be at the same place from the 11 o'clock, because of course, if the ceremony is starting at 12, the black mentality, we tell them 11. And so the person had been there from 11. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 11. Oh.
Yeah, it's too much.
So clearly, by the time it gets to the part where you want your wedding to be lit, they are tired.
They're tired. Yeah.
They are humans.
Yeah.
So you save money, but you didn't get the best experience you wanted.
And guest experience is definitely
it's very, very important.
So would you recommend then, for those that want to do the trad, the white, they should have like a trad on a separate day, have the white and the reception on a separate
Even
day?
if you ask me, the best way to do it is to either do trad 1 week and do the white another week. Or do your trad on a Thursday, and rest on a Friday, and then do the white on it. Because sometimes I could see that the client is tired. From your face, you can't deceive
the enjoyment is not even there.
No. You are tired, you're exhausted. And so there are times where you could see that during the meeting, they were so happy for certain concepts and things. And then because you are tired, they come to me, oh, MC, can you cancel this? Oh, can you take this one off? Can you take this off? Can you take this? It's not you. You are tired. It's the tiredness that is making you decide that you don't want to do certain things. And so things that you wanted, you won't get it.
Yeah. So
you can't eat your cake and have it.
Yeah. So in that instance, that makes it, would you say that makes it easier for you, or just it doesn't work for you when they're taking things off of?
No, it doesn't go well for me because I can tell you something for a fact that I'm not moved by the money. I am moved by how the party went.
Yeah.
When I go home realizing that at one moment it wasn't me, the vibe and the, because sometimes it's not me. What I'm doing, me on that chair, is not me. It's not me, trust me.
Yeah.
I'm in a different world. Wherever that you're telling me, I'm not actually soaking it. I love that kind of event. The ones that I sit in my car, not the money that you've given to me, but the fact that you are going to live the rest of your life knowing that this guy made my wedding lit.
Yeah, it was a nice experience.
Yeah, that means a lot to me than you taking beautiful concepts that we've rehearsed. We said we were going to do this kind of games or anything. You took it off. Your friends were able to get, we're going to give some beautiful speech. You are taking it off. We have to cut it off and everything. And things look like we have to scrap everything that we spent the 6 months
planning for. No, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. So we recommend separate days for trad and white wedding. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, but then sometimes too, sorry to cut you, it depends on the kind of people you have. So sometimes people do that not because even for their budget. It's because they know that if they've invited their friends from several places abroad and they are coming, and so when they come, just do it, because they cannot book hotel for 2 days, extra cost for people, and so that is why people do that. But for if you want to have a very late, beautiful wedding, I would never recommend 3-in-1.
No, I think it's I think I even saw another vendor speaking about how can you like spend so much money, for example, when you're doing the trad white and reception. You spent so much money on getting the outfits, and you wear the outfit for 1 hour. Because you now need to get changed into your white dress. So it's a waste of money. You actually haven't even saved as much money as you think you have.
Exactly.
So, okay, in terms of, again, guest experience, I feel like you've mentioned little bits here and there, but I want to kind of have a consolidated. For guests to leave a wedding saying, that was the best wedding, in terms of experience, what do you think happens in the wedding for guests to have that kind of reaction?
Now, the whole thing is that you need to, as I said earlier on, you need to understand who they are. Okay. For example, you need to include them in your planning. If you have a lot of Muslim friends, why are you not having halal food at your wedding? You understand?
Yeah.
You need to think about, you know how your friends behave, how even when you're talking to, when you go to the, how petty they are and that kind of. So why are you putting them or going for a venue where it's going to be hot or too cold?
That's so interesting.
You get what I mean? Like I said, if I'm your friend, why are you asking your DJ to only play gospel music? I am a Christian. I can even speak in tongues as well. But with me, I feel like, let's vibe. Do you understand?
You know what I think? What I think needs to happen is we need to get more DJ, because the DJs, they're good.
Yes.
And what makes them good is that they know how to mix the thing. They know how to hype people.
Yes.
I think we need to get that version for gospel music.
Okay. So the recent one I did was so beautiful. Like I said, when you go to the drawing board, once you told me, I love to do things like that because when I was young, I used to lead praises and worship at church. Okay. You understand? That's so why
you've done all.
Yeah, I've done a lot of things. So the whole thing is to look into your playlist. You look at your guests and then know what type of music. If it is gospel, Afro gospel is there. You reach out to your DJ on time. Yeah. You probably go to the same church with them. So you know the kind of songs that when we play at church, everybody get. That is what you need to tell the DJ.
That's so good.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know them. You shouldn't be inviting strangers and expect them to like what you like. And because I know sometimes people say, but it is my wedding. it is what I want. You are right, 100% right.
Yeah.
But imagine we play all those songs for you and then they don't vibe. Because I've seen places where we started the event, they sometimes go and blame the DJ or the MC. And so I will include it in my introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, I will tell you that, hello, ladies and gentlemen. So for this event, if you're expecting to listen to songs like Afrobeat or Amapiano, it's not going to happen. So please do not blame the DJ.
Don't blame the MC.
Don't blame the MC as, oh yeah.
No, I have a brand set to the expectation.
Oh yeah. I have a brand to protect. I wouldn't build this because somebody is there. The person, he or she is expecting that Crest Consort effect.
Yeah. Especially if they've seen you at other events.
Yes. Yeah. And then that is what they're expecting. And I am there to serve my client as well. The fact that I'm there to serve you doesn't mean that I should keep quiet and let somebody leave that venue thinking that, oh, today he didn't perform, he's overrated. Oh, so all the vibe that they are giving to
him. That is so funny.
No. I am not letting it slide.
Not for my brand.
No. I'm not letting it slide. And people will testify that I would do that. No, I won't keep quiet.
No, but I love that. I think it's good to set the expectation. I guess it makes sense because you will sit there, if you're none the wiser, you will think, why is this MC or why is this DJ just doing this? Knowing that, they've had conversations.
I would say it. I would say it. Trust me, there's no way I'm leaving that venue. Anything that I think would affect my brand, because my brand is a vibe, it's an energetic brand. Yeah. And so if you're allowing me to do things that wouldn't let me sell or do what people know that I can do, they have to know.
But then for those, I guess this is where you picking and choosing the clients makes sense, isn't it?
Yes.
Because if it's a client that you know they will not allow you to do what you do best, why would you go with that client?
Okay, so it's not about the best. So even with that kind of concept, I've done, like I said, I can lead the whole church. Me, my vibe, yes.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is that there's somebody there expecting something different.
Right. So
that person should go home knowing that I didn't get this because of ABC. Not to go and take my brand and go and tell them that, today I went there and the MC was, the DJ played some songs and it was dull and it was boring.
Yeah.
Yes. And anytime I say that, people are like,
Yeah. No, but I think it makes sense. It's very like eye-opening to get it from the perspective of an MC, because I don't think we hear much from MCs because we just think, you come there, you do vibe, and then everybody goes home. But it's more like you're actually curating an experience.
Yes.
It's supposed to reflect the couple and reflect the people that are in the room.
Exactly.
And I think that's the part that's the thing. Yeah.
And so if they are not people that fit the concept that you want, clearly they should be aware. A brand needs to be saved. Like, I'm stressing on that because I know I won't build this, and it takes just one person to ruin everything that you've built. Yes. One person to meet you somewhere, and especially where you go to places where microphones, speakers, and everything is not working properly. I need to do something to make everybody there know that I'm not having the right resources to work.
Fair enough.
No.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah. You need to.
It all affects, it's part of the experience. If your mic, so that's another thing that couples have to consider, like the sound and everything.
Of course. So now, like I said, before, especially we cast across with every brand, before I couldn't ask questions, I couldn't make a few demands as well. So
was that because you were just starting or you had
because you want the cake.
Okay.
So you want to keep quiet, and even if there are things that you are not happy with, but now once that you send me your hall, I've worked there before. So I'm telling you, please tell your DJ 4 speakers are not enough. If you reach out to your DJ and they'll tell you that, okay, fine, to book extra more, you have to pay. I will tell you that, okay, now, this is what's going to happen. If you use 4 speakers, I tell you for a fact that when it gets to the time where people are giving speeches, those on table 20 to 30, they are not going to hear
anything,
and so they are going to make noise, and it's going to make your room noisy. You wouldn't have a nice atmosphere when it comes to people giving speech. And this is what happens. unlike where the room, there's sound quality on point, you realize that when somebody's talking, then everybody's listening, the experience is different.
Yeah.
But if I'm on table 40, I cannot hear what the guy is saying. What should I do?
So you're just now talking
among yourself, and it's going to create that.
Yeah.
The room will not. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think this is good. It's good to hear this perspective, because I am even like, oh my God, like I've never even thought about these things. But yeah, no, I think it's
the experience.
It's the
like
experience,
I said, now I can tell you for a fact, it will be difficult for my event to flop.
Yeah.
And the projects I'm doing now to future, if you monitor it, you realize that there's a clear difference. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now we need to tell you. So I was frustrated at some point as an MC. And so I decided that last 2 years, I started the violence episode. That's why you see me writing, violence president. And so I decided that, okay, fine, you know what? I'm not going to mention him, but with these things that we are talking about, I'm just going to use my story to write it. I'm just going to post them on my story. Not to make a few friends, you lose a few people. Yes, of course we did. We got people unfollowing us, and then they had to follow us back.
So tell us a little bit about what is the violence story. Is it you kind of sharing experiences that you've had just to help your clients make better decisions?
I don't mention names, but for example, I write something like, what should I even say? You cannot put your guests in a room where there is so much heat in the summer.
Yeah, yeah.
So in a story form. So I'm not mentioning any names, but I'm picking an incident that happened 8 years ago to write that story.
Yeah.
So my whole point is, and I don't like to call out people. Yeah. I'm not there to tarnish anybody's brand or anything, but just to educate. Yeah. And you know what? It helped. Yeah. It has helped me build what my client. They trust me so much. They think they now know I know. Yeah. Because some of the things I write, you've not even thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. There are certain things that happen behind the scene that affects our work.
Yeah.
There are times where on the day, I give you the ultimatum that, you know what? Your auntie or uncle can just come to me that they want to do a presentation. When such thing happen, do you want me to allow them or do you want me to say no? So when we had a meeting, I could see that there are two types of clients. There are ones that gives me 100% authority. Yeah. And that there are ones that will tell that, okay, in that, come and ask me first.
Okay. Yeah.
So already these things are no. So you wanted to come and give a gift, do presentation. I didn't allow you. You are offended. Your friend said I shouldn't allow you.
Yeah. I think it makes sense though. I think with working within the wedding industry for so long as well, every wedding there is something that you can pick up in terms of learning, of experience. Yeah. So the more that you can also offer to the more you can educate your clients, the better it will be for them. Yes. And I don't think, of course, that we have to do it with kindness and all of that, but I think this is why we have things like podcasts that we can invite you to also come and share. Yes. So people now know. But I think it's a good thing. But also, if it removes certain people, it means that they're not the client for you or the people.
Oh, for you. No. You need to set standards.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. Because you can't go up and then certain projects will bring you down. Yeah. And trust me, if you set standards, you grow. Yeah. Forget it. Trust me. Yeah. People that understand what you do, loves your work. I don't think it takes 24 hours for them to go for you.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that there are those clients who know exactly what they want and who they want, and they've done their research.
Yes.
And everything. Fab. Okay. So just final bits of advice that you would give couples that are preparing for their wedding in terms of guest experience. Again, let's say maybe three pieces of advice, things that they should remember, should account for. Anything, any final kind of comments to give to couples?
I would say, to me, this is just personal. I just feel like it's once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So do what you think makes you happy. 2, if you don't prepare well, even if you have to change the date to make sure that it's not something that we will say it wasn't nice, just change the date. Give yourself enough time.
Yeah.
And then do something nice. Where there are moments where you could see that the person wants to do the thing again. You cannot do it again.
You have to wait for your 10 years.
You understand? And then there are some of the experiences you cannot erase from people's mind. Imagine people came to your wedding, they didn't get a place to sit, they didn't get food to eat, there wasn't enough water, there wasn't enough drink. You understand?
Yeah.
They would, and then they will even leave early, leaving you with empty chairs for you to and then too, people, the fact that a vendor is having numbers doesn't mean they are professionals. Or the fact that a vendor is popular doesn't mean they are the right person for the job. You need to understand what you like, and then you go for the person. There are people, like I said, there are people that are funny. If you want jokes at your wedding, go for what the people, I call them a comical MC. They can do an excellent job. If you want somebody who is a vibe, you could tell that you need to go for people with energy. Inspiration is key. Your inspiration for your wedding, how do you want? Are your people the kind of people that would like 3-course meal? Because your people, they don't like potato and chips. Why are you bringing potato and chips? Because you like it.
Because you like it.
You understand?
Yeah.
Why are you bringing those kind of food? You know, Auntie doesn't like. Auntie wants that jollof and fried rice, but because you want to, you are that kind of person. You wanted to go that way. You serve them the food and sometimes it's just on the table.
How do you strike a balance though? Because there's the element of, this is what I like, so I want to incorporate it into my wedding. But then there's these things that my guests may like.
Okay.
How can we marry those things together?
Okay, so you make provisions for all.
Okay.
Especially, let's look at it. Your Ghanaian husband is Congolese, and what's gonna happen is make sure that at least you have the
food catering.
You understand? You like Afro pop, you like jazz music. Make sure at least on the night you are giving everybody something to enjoy. Because there's been an event where there was, once you play the high life, aunties and uncles will come and dance. If you switch to Afrobeat, you realize that they all go and take their seat. Gen Z's comes. And so at the end of the day, everybody will go home. And then it all boils down to the planning. Somebody like me, that's why we do the meetings, to understand what kind of people am I going to be. So in my mind, I'm going to give them 20 minutes of high life music. Or I'm going to vibe with the aunties at one point, and then you see me dancing with them. And when it gets to the point, I'll just switch it or tell the DJ. But all the time we're working hand in hand with the people. So that's what I would say. There's a lot. If you want to keep on talking,
we can go on.
But what final thing is that no wedding is can never be the same.
Don't expect
that. When you are expecting your wedding to be like just like somebody, so the day itself, it's funny. I can give 1,001 reasons where the expectations didn't go the way they wanted to be. But I told them, no, your friends are different from that person's friend. So why are you expecting that?
The same thing. That is so good. I think with social media also, it doesn't help because everybody sees, something and they're like, oh, I want to have this, but they're not realizing that there are so many different elements.
That goes into it.
That lead to that. So I think that's one thing to definitely keep note of. I know that you also do like Ghanaian trads. You do white weddings, you're international. Is there, in the way that you MC for like traditional weddings, is it different to how you MC for a white wedding?
Yes, of course. So even the kind of people, you need to the type of wedding, I decide on even what diction to use.
Okay.
There are places where I'm not going to talk like this. You need to change a little bit. You understand? Because of where you are going. And then there are places where I need to act too matured. There are places I need to
able to adapt.
I need to come down to their level for the better experience. Because if you get to a place and you are acting like senior man kind of thing, people don't feel comfortable around. That's why you see me always at the center stage, because I want people to feel. So you could see the MC coming in looking all dapper, and then he takes off his suit, takes off his tie, and start vibing.
Yeah.
So you should understand that we are ready to party.
Yeah, yeah.
So at one point, you need to switch, even the tone, because I'm an anchor voice. All right. Yeah. If I speak on radio, it's different from how I'm talking to you now. I can just imitate that to you right now, and then you see the difference.
Give us something.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's 99.9. You're listening to. Is it the same?
No.
Yeah, clearly.
Love that. I love it.
Yeah. So, how you even talk at trad?
Yeah.
Because trad, you need to give this kind of matured kind of vibe. You need to use proverbs.
Yeah.
You need to.
Because you're dealing with family.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how we do it is different. How you do trad is different from how you do. Not everybody can do both.
Yeah.
And then it's because of where we are coming from. What helped me, what has helped is because I grew up in Ghana, so I'm having the Ghana vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
I've stayed here, so I'm having this kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I travel around, and then it's only event that made me understand that we are all Ghanaians, but we are not the same. There are places where I get to, and the way they behave, you could clearly see that they are different from these people. Yes, every area and how they behave. How you vibe in Croydon is different from when you vibe in, let's say, Central London, an event there.
Yeah.
You can't use the same vibe.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So we change personality.
Yeah.
You need to wear the right cap.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I love that. Thank you so much. Just one thing. I know that you do Ghanaian
we can go.
weddings, but do you do like other, in terms of like traditional, is it just mainly Ghanaian, or are you kind of open to all? So
I'm open to all, but usually people come for me because when there is it's multicultural.
Yeah.
And so you always have, let's say, a guy from Zimbabwe going to marry a Ghanaian. And so clearly I need to be on the Zim side.
Yeah.
So because I know our culture and tradition. Yeah. So it is better to represent the person that is not Ghanaian. So that is where I come in.
Yeah.
And then when it's Ghana, then that one. But usually I prefer to be on the side of the non-Ghanaian clients. That's why you see me do it that way. And then the reason why people use me for the trad is because, normally when you go for the typical uncles, they do talk a lot and that kind of thing.
And the balance.
Yes. And also the ability to speak more than one dialect also helps. So you're able to translate. So during trad, where we have Ghanaians and non-Ghanaians, wherever we said in Chi, I'm able to give a summary of what happened at every point in time. So that's what I would say.
Yeah.
So I'm open for any event, whether you're Ghanaian or, but especially when it's Nigeria, I don't fit in there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you need to go for a Nigerian. How do you even call it? Alaga.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they are all Nigerians in the room. Yeah. So why are you coming for a Ghanaian
Fair
MC?
Enough. Yeah. I think that's part of choosing the right MC for you. Fab. Thank you so much,
Thank
MC
you.
Crespo.
It's been an interesting conversation.
Right. I would ask you to just let us know where we can find you, so people who are interested in contacting you can know where to find you.
All right. So I'm very active on Instagram.
Yes.
So MC__ Crespo, or once you type Crest Consult, that's MC Crespo is under Crest Consult. So Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok is the same MC__ Crespo. So that's it. I think once you DM, my phone is my friend. So if you reach out, I'll just respond. You can also use the email on my profile pages as well. Once you go there, you have my email number, email address there to contact me, and then I'll respond.
Fabulous. Yeah. Thank you so much for all the knowledge.
Thank you very much for having me.
Perfect.
It's been an interesting one.
It's been good. It's been good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and also stay connected with us on social media. Until next time, stay tuned for more glimpses behind the veil.